All right, y'all, we back, man, with another video. Y'all know how we do. Always pushing health, wealth, and a better understanding of self. Now, to all my return subscribers, I appreciate y'all for checking in and tapping in with me, and everybody that's new to the channel. I kind of go over cultural commentary, stuff that I think that, the culture needs to go over, the culture needs to hear. Now, in this video, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, hit that like button for me. In this video, I'm going over what Malcolm X said about our leaders and our entertainers in 1963. And it's making so much sense now. Okay. Malcolm X just made me realize that, we have a problem with the Democratic Party, because he had a problem with the Democratic Party. I didn't understand. I'm understanding now of what he's saying. And James Baldwin was talking how, we needed our own party as far as the culture. I'm going to play this short video so y'all can understand why, Malcolm X warned us about Barack Obama's and the Kamala Harris. He tried to tell us. And we ain't put two and two together. But check it out. Let's get it. And I'm going to go over some commentary.
Would you comment upon this and also upon the possibility that the Nation of Islam might begin to turn some of its attention to the political arena in view of the fact that it is in the political arena that Negroes have not been able to in any way get justice, as has been pointed out in your previous statement?
I'm not familiar with the Freedom Now party. I'm not too familiar with politics, period. Only that in the sense that white politicians have usually been very hypocritical where the so-called Negroes are concerned. So I'm a bit disenchanted with politicians and politics. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad is a religious man, and his teaching is religious and his solutions are religious. The Freedom Now party, from what I understand, is headed by a man named, a lawyer named Conrad Lynn. I know him. He probably means well. Before passing an opinion on what it is he's trying to do, I would like to analyze it and see who's subsidizing him, see who his friends are, especially who his white friends are. And after a careful analysis, if I could conclude that there was no white support, I would be inclined to have confidence in it. But if I saw him leaning too heavily upon his white liberal friends for support, then I'd be suspicious of that too. The Muslims, in my opinion, represent an all-black party. And the Honorable Elijah Muhammad pointed out at before 10,000 in Philadelphia on September the 29th at a rally that we were having, that in 1964, the black people should band together and do something about selecting and electing representatives, black representatives, politically, who have the rights and the best interests of the black people at heart. That we should also unite together and sweep out of office all of the black political puppets who are used by the white power structure to continue white supremacy in our communities.
In that regard,
I want to stop it right there. So check this out. He said that we need to get out all of the black puppets in the political field, and we need to form our own, that we choose our leaders. Why does this make so much sense? Why does it make so much sense? Because we can control who we have as our leaders, and we can make sure that they're going by our principles. Because if you notice, the Barack Obamas, the Kamala Harris, they don't have the effect that our leaders had, like Malcolm X. They don't have that effect. It's like they don't have that same care. And it really looks like they're actors that's just trying to pass us, to make us feel like they're really for us. So that's my opinion on this, and it makes perfect sense. So I'm gonna let it play.
Would you include Congressman Dawson, for example, from Chicago, and some of the people who represent him on the Chicago City Council?
In which regard?
In the area of acting as a puppet.
I don't know what Mr. Muhammad's opinion is of Congressman Dawson. They both live right there in the city of Chicago together. I don't know what his opinion is of Congressman Dawson. I'm suspicious of any Negro, be he politician, be he clergyman, or civic leader who is constantly patted on the back by whites. I have a tendency to lead toward the Negro politician who is constantly condemned by the white power structure. This is my thought pattern. I'm giving you an insight of it.
I gotta stop him there. Me too. It's like when we seen Kyrie Irving get bashed, it's like, we're going to get a liking to the people that, the system kind of has to discipline to get in order, because we feel like the system is already messed up. So we're going to feel like these guys are probably more genuine at wanting change rather than the guys that's getting pats on the back. That a boy from the Sororos camp. Check it out.
You, though, mentioned Mr. Lynn and saying you'd like to know who his white friends are. Now, I'm wondering if you didn't make a contradictory statement in Muslim terms by using white and friend in the same phrase. That is
I
to
use
say,
friend in quotes.
I say, in other words, if a black man cannot have a white man as a friend.
He may have a white man who's friendly, but being friendly and being a friend, I think, are two different things. I think there are many whites who act friendly toward Negroes. A fox acts friendly toward the lamb. And usually the fox is the one who ends up with the lamb chop on his plate. The wolf doesn't act friendly, and therefore the wolf has more difficulty in getting the lamb chop in his plate.
I'd like to point out, though, that
And I say that because it is usually if you study the structure of the Negro community, economically, politically, civically, psychologically, and otherwise, it's controlled by the white liberal, who usually poses as the friend of the Negro, who actually differs from the white conservative in the same way that the fox differs from the wolf. Their appetite is the same. Their motives are the same. It's only their mannerisms and methods that differ.
Wow. So there y'all go, how he compares the Republican and the Democrats, and he compares it to say that, it's just one that's a little bit sneakier than the other. Basically, he's saying that, the Democrats are just going to be more, the Democratic Party are going to be more friendly about it. So when you see us, everybody voted Democrat, because look, when I started voting at 18, I just voted Democrat. I didn't even understand politics now. But hearing Mr. Malcolm X right now, it makes me understand the games that has to be played. But why do we have to pander to black people? Why aren't they pandering to everybody else? It's something to that I'm just trying to figure out, get more information on. But I'm going to play a little bit more of this because this guy is going to say.
I would agree that no doubt there have been a large number of whites who have posed as liberals and as friends of the Negro and who have time and again betrayed the Negro.
So that's what he said. So guys, this is in 1963. He said that there are tons of white liberals that are friendly to blacks. You know what? Let me quote him the right way. Let's run it back. Okay, let's go.
Logically and otherwise, it's controlled by the white liberal, who usually poses as the friend of the Negro, who actually differs from the white conservative in the same way that the fox differs from the wolf. Their appetite is the same. Their motives are the same. It's only their mannerisms and methods that differ.
I would agree that no doubt there have been a large number of whites who have posed as liberals and as friends of the Negro and who have time and again betrayed the Negro.
Time and again betrayed the Negroes, right? So this is in 1963, right? I'm not saying nothing that's, not happening, and I didn't want to put too much of this on you guys, but this was already explained, and we were already warned by Malcolm X about this. And now here in this video, you get a clearer idea of politics. You guys need to look up Malcolm X interview, man, to check this whole interview out in its entirety. It'll give you a better understanding on politics, that you don't really have to be all in politics, because it's not too much. It's not too much to figure out anyway. He pretty much just nailed it. We seeing all of these black people, that's trying to tell them what black people can do, is to convince black people to go along with something that's going to benefit the people who are at the head of the organizations that black people feel like the black people are with. And that's just my opinion with this. It's sad, but Malcolm X warned us. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace and love. Here we got Mr. Pollock. He had a cornfield. He took advantage of a free water test from us, and this is what we found in this water. We found sulfur, we found hardness, and we solved these problems with an easy fix of 2 tanks. So get your free water test today. Stay blessed. Click the link below.